G'day guys, my name's Alright Taz, and I am on the Royal Enfield Continental GT. You might have seen my video, first impression of the Interceptor 650, and this is its sister bike, the Continental GT 650. First impression is that you are leaned a reasonable way forward. So this is in the vein more of cafe racer than standard bike like the Interceptor 650. About 47 horsepower. Lambs approved in Australia, and this is the chrome and black edition. Looks absolutely fantastic. So with the ergonomics, you are leaned noticeably further forward than the Interceptor 650, and your feet are also back because of the rear sets, which gives you a little bit more aggressive riding position. Your knees are in the dished in section of the tank. Being a cafe racer, you've got the kick up at the back to hold you in, stop you sliding off the back. You've got pretty standard Royal Enfield switchgear mirrors. These mirrors are terribly adjusted, but they're certainly not vibrating. It's better. I can adjust the out the back now. You've got clip-ons with probably a 3-inch 75mm rise, but it does look like that you can drop those further down if you want to go into an even more aggressive position. I love the twin dials, they just look fantastic. Chrome trim rings. The tank of the paint job just looks amazing. This one's got aftermarket Vance & Hines pipes, so it's a little bit louder than stock. Sounds amazing. Really very, very nice note on it. Pickup's acceptable. There's a lot to be said for a mid-weight bike. This seems to be the perfect combination of power and torque, weight, how nimble the machine is, and this just feels awesome. The rear sets are comfortable. I find I am putting a reasonable amount of weight on my wrists, but I haven't ridden a sport bike in a while, and I just have to get back into the habit of squeezing the tank with the knees to sort of help the core support my weight. Sounds fantastic. zero vibration, great throttle response, really, just as soon as you crack the throttle, no lag. Gearbox is smooth, get a nice reassuring snick when you pop it into gear. This is an 80 zone, unfortunately. But the suspension seems firm, but not rock solid. I'm a smaller rider, 165 centimeters, and I was flat footing this bike and moving it around in the car park, no problem. This is just nice, usable, real world motorbike. Good pickup in any gear. Fit and finish looks great. Much higher quality fit and finish in my opinion than my classic 500. Fit and finish on this bike looks on par with my 2015 Speedmaster, and the actual feel of the bike isn't that much different to that 865 Triumph. That bike does have a little bit more grunt because it's higher capacity, but this certainly feels somewhat comparable to that. So we'll come through the township of Penguin, and then if it's anything like last year, we'll turn right. Sorry, we'll turn left and head up towards the highway, and we'll get to ride at the national speed limit. This is Penguin, beautiful little town. Nice amount of pickup. Obviously not as torquey as those Harleys in front of me, but still nice amount of pickup. Sitting on 120. There's certainly wind, but you'd expect that. The wind's holding me up nicely. forward into it feels really good. Felt really good up the hill. Fifth gear, accelerating, no worries. The torque sort of certainly pulls you up the hill perfectly without downshifting. With a few Ks under my belt, the riding position's quite nice. You're not leaned forward that far, certainly not sport bike position. But it does feel like you mean business. Front suspension, which is preload adjustable only, is a little bit chattery. Certainly I can feel the bike twitching a little bit at 120. Doesn't feel dangerous, doesn't feel like it's got a speed wobble, but it's not rock solid. Rear suspension's quite nice. Front suspension might just need to be dialed in, or a little bit thicker fork oil. Make it a little bit more solid. So you've probably guessed that this is a Harley Davidson test day or demo ride, but their sister shop is the Tasmanian Motorcycle Warehouse, and they're Tasmania's Royal Enfield dealer. So I gave them a call and they said they were going to bring up the Interceptor 650 and the GT 650. So at the moment it really is a toss-up between the 650s. I absolutely love the look of this GT 650. But the Interceptor, being a standard bike, is a little bit more comfortable. But if it came to the crunch and I was going to buy one, at this point I think it would be this one. Such a beautifully turned out motorcycle, looks fantastic. This one, as you see it here, right away 12,990 with the Vance and Hines and the Dyno Jet tuning. Beautiful motorcycle. Really am, after 3 rides on these 650 twins, really am falling in love with them. So who's the 650 twin for? Pretty much anyone. It's Lands approved, so you can ride this on a restricted license. It's got the Royal Enfield nostalgia and look, but can keep up with modern traffic much better than what the classic 500 can. Doesn't have the vibration of the 500, so therefore you'd be able to ride it for much longer distances. This one's got 1,300 kilometers on it, so it wouldn't quite be run in, but it still feels awesome. So I'd just like to thank Tasmanian Motorcycle Warehouse for bringing the bike up. Fantastic motorcycle, this 650.